3, 2, 1. Hey!
Size Kings.
Size Kings.
They're
You know,
back.
Size Kings, I'm actually more of a girth king, if we're going to be honest.
And I guess I'm more of a link king, you know?
Well, you know, hey. Together, with our powers combined, we are...
Size Kings. Oh, shit, I thought
Oh, wow.
That was
that was
perfect.
great. That was great. I was going for something way happy, like, say we're a black man or something. Anyways.
Yeah, so it
Here we are.
it happened. You met the girl of your dreams.
I did.
She overthrew you.
I was taking a wiffle ball cut, we'll say. You know, hit a dying quail to second base. Or a Kia Sorrento,
Yep.
Some people call it. A dinger right in the door.
Hit it very hard.
As they say.
Yep.
And
You'll dinger.
my good friend Harrison Broadstreet, he ran like a gigantic pussy.
Yeah.
This blue-haired liberal girl, she came strutting along. I yelled at her. I was like, "You fucking don't! You saw nothing."
I told you, Corbin, I'm not fighting any more of these women for you.
I know,
I ran
right?
off. I can't do it anymore.
I keep sicking you. And you hold them down and fuck them.
Whoa! No.
Anyways,
More like no versus Wade.
hey, that's what it is now.
Yep. Oh.
No, those women's rights.
Need them. Dwayne Wade, to change topics.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade and Gabriella Union, I think, have the best celebrity relationship.
I saw them at the Met Gala.
Yeah, they looked interesting.
I was tweeting Met Gala jokes.
Her feet looked like those chicken things, the turkey things, you know, when you're those white fancy things on the turkey. That's what it looked like. That's what the bottom of her dress looked like.
I always equated them to looking like chef's hats.
Yeah, why would they put the chef's hats on the turkey's
why
feet?
would they put random white puffy things on the feet?
Yeah, no, I'm on board with you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that'd be funny. It's like,
I'm not gonna lie, my knee hurts. Like, to finish that baseball story,
yeah.
I fell and
Ripped
oh
his
shit,
knee.
I'm bleeding like a motherfucker.
You need a Band-Aid?
Oh,
Whoa! Battle scars!
whoa!
Man,
it's my period.
people have periods. But now
Women
it looks like
specifically.
this. It looks like that.
Yeah.
I think that your jeans
And now we're
these
just here.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you could pass it off like you paid extra for them to stress.
Yeah. What do I do about the actual wound on the knee?
Let it get infected.
All right.
Let the infection
Little
take you.
gangrene.
Maybe you'll get
gangrenous.
a little crazy going on in the mind. You'll get a little fever sweats. Maybe you'll come up with some really truly crazy groundbreaking shit.
Ooh.
Or you'll just lose your mind and leg. But
Yeah, probably not.
it's
I'll probably just
a risk I'm willing to take.
brush a little water on it, and you got to carry the show here for a second, buddy.
Oh man, taking a text break in the middle of it.
Huh?
So Corbin's wanting to play wiffle ball in the street, and normally when you play in the street, you go lengthwise with the street, so you're hitting towards the area. He was going across the street, which only one outcome out of like 7 was good.
I was trying to take a yard, buddy.
Hitting it over a 3-story apartment building.
I mean, if there's a guy who could do it.
That's the only that's the only outcome that could have possibly happened that was good. Everything else is like apartment window, person walking their dog, windshield, gutter.
Yeah.
Gutter ball would have that would have been impressive if you could have hit it right down the thing.
Right.
But
Well, we had the next best outcome, a great story.
yeah, and a wound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of the great story.
It's gonna fuse to your pants today.
Yeah, I know.
And then you're gonna
it already
move on.
has.
Yeah,
I already
we-
peeled it off. I think that's why it looks so.
When we walk up to do the first mic, it's gonna be rubbing right on there.
Maybe.
Take that anger and use it on stage.
Maybe.
I think I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do another weird thing over there. I don't know what
Are you?
yet. It's fun. It felt fun to be a character because it's like hacky, but also
I have a good weird thing.
you get to like watch yourself do it because you're not yourself. You know.
Right. You can't be outside your body. Take a different game.
What's your weird thing?
And this is just I do it myself, and so it might help you. My weird thing is I try to be funny.
I was about to in my head I was thinking like when you say your thing I'll be like tune in next week to see if it worked on the, but also tune in next week to see if it
To
works.
see if Harrison was
We're gonna
funny.
try this
We will
crazy-
report back. Be like,
Try this crazy character. You could have just disagreed with me from the jump. You didn't have to like build my hopes
I
up.
tried and you talked over me. So you are a victim of your own demise. or whatever
What
my
were you
old
gonna
saying.
say? What you?
That exact thing. I was gonna joke.
Oh,
But I was like, okay, fine, fuck
let
you.
me live through my whole spiel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't ever let me do
And
this.
then he even played it off by being like, oh, I do this. It's like, it's kind of cool. Like,
All right.
anyways, it's amazing how many comedians aren't funny.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I saw today on Facebook a comedian posted, what is the biggest hurdle you see for like early on in comedy careers? And I wanted to post
Posting on
being
Facebook.
funny.
Oh, you should have. Who was it?
I don't even.
Oh, just one of those
Yeah.
people you don't know.
It's just one of those
Isn't
random
that weird?
ads.
Comedians are like the only people who still use Facebook.
Yeah, and weird things happen. Like
Everybody else has given up on it.
comedians chase clout so much on Facebook. It's
Oh,
crazy.
it's
Like
insane.
right when you post a picture
Mm-hmm.
chasing clout of you hosting or opening or whatever for a big name comedian,
Yeah.
you get 3 or 4
That's why I'm an Instagram guy.
people adding you.
Yeah. I'm a big Instagram guy.
I have it set up now where I post on my Instagram and I post to my Facebook, so it's kind of the
Oh.
same.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I truly think Facebook is evil. Even though Instagram is owned by Facebook and Meta and all that shit.
I think anything you use is evil if you want to use it in an evil way. Like, I don't think anything is inherently evil. It's a
Oh, no,
tool.
that's not true at all. There's definitely inherently evil things.
Not inherently evil tools. I mean, like, not inherently evil. Like, cars aren't inherently evil.
No, but a gun is inherently evil because it's only designed to kill.
Sure, but
So
that's
that's
a
a
gun
tool.
is not Facebook by any means.
No, but it is a tool.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'll give you a gun.
Cyanide.
And I'll give you tools
Cyanide.
of war.
Yeah.
I'll give you tools of war.
But, we'll say, like I said, pesticides, those are evil.
Well, I mean, but that's a tool of war on ants.
Well, you can call anything a tool. My phone is a tool of war against society, against culture.
Anarchy!
There we go. No, down with Facebook. I'm pro.
Thumbs
on
down. I wish
Facebook.
they'd bring that back. Bring back the thumbs down on Facebook.
They don't have it.
No, that was my favorite thing.
Mm.
Thumbs down.
Yeah.
I give those titties 2 thumbs down.
Ah! YouTube has thumbs down.
Didn't they disable dislikes though? Didn't they like disable the? It's
Not
still
on
there,
my
but you
account.
can't- Oh man. Okay, that's funny.
But my YouTube is very small, so maybe on big ones you can have
Hmm.
thumbs downs or something.
Yeah, I've got like 4 videos on my YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, they're all hidden. Well, yeah, these
The
are
12 of you that will watch.
these
this.
are on yours.
Hey, well, don't worry, buddy. They ain't doing nothing. They are
Hey, I've been-
totally.
Hey, I plugged it. I plugged it at the open mic in Wichita.
Well, I'm gonna start.
You see any ticks that Friday night around midnight?
We're gonna have to get this shit on iTunes, cause
Yeah.
when I
Spapa.
when I feature in Huntsville, one of Mark's other features gave me like kind of the lowdown. He's like, if you want followers and stuff, just tell them. Just when like right before you do your last joke, just be like, hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here, but I got another joke. But if you can, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. Like, don't follow me on Facebook.
Got a podcast
I don't have
on.
Facebook.
Got a podcast
But,
on. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, like follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, I have a podcast, download it, blah blah blah, horse shit. And he showed me it's fun. He gets quite a few.
Yeah.
Quite
And
a
that's just the feature,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
that's a host doing that. It's
It
kinda
is
like-
very funny the progression of love after a weekend show.
Man.
Like
Mhm.
if you feature, you get like if you're the headliner, like 90% of the crowd, and you do good. 90% of the crowd's like sucking dick on the way out.
Yeah.
The feature gets like 30% of those.
Uh-huh.
And then if you're a host, you're lucky to get like a hey, good job.
Uh-huh.
Good.
I wish like when running baseball and they do the receiving line down the dugout. I wish it was the same thing. They're like so excited about the first guy.
Yeah.
By the time they get to the last guy, they're like fucking.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Great job.
Because yeah, it's so funny. You just
the
like,
guy, he's running up to grab him. Like, hey guys, don't forget about me.
and you're like, all right, would you take the picture?
I like when they pull the jerseys off.
Oh yeah.
Rip the jersey
Mhm.
off. That's fun.
It's always it's crazy because I never played for teams that they could afford multiple
Right.
jerseys.
And so they're like, hey, have fun, but don't have too much fun.
We had a coach tell us one time we were about to have a walk-off win, and he goes, if you guys run out there, do not rip the jersey. We're like, God, we were a little Christian college, so
What a cunt.
yeah, it sucked.
You should know that God would have forgave you.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, there was a team in the same conference that was like juicing regularly, and nobody cared.
Ah, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I wish steroids. I wish I would have taken steroids.
I took one cycle one time.
What?
In college, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it work?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've
What
never
happened?
been faster. I've
I
never
wanna
been
hear it.
stronger.
For real?
Oh my God. I went back
Could
to
you
my...
feel it like?
Yes. When I would hit a baseball, I could feel a complete
You're like, oh,
difference. I was like, I know why these guys do it.
Yeah.
Like, I completely understand.
Damn, dude, that's pretty cool.
It was crazy.
I've had a couple friends who just lift a lot and they take steroids.
I mean, well, that was the thing. I lifted.
I knew a
was
chick who took it.
lifting like crazy.
I knew a chick.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she was pretty hot. We went on a date once.
Was her clitoris very big?
I don't know, but that is a weird thing, right? They always have big clits. I mean, the porn acts.
My clit's huge now.
Anyway, no, we went on a date before she started taking steroids.
Oh, okay.
But she was pretty fucking hot.
It was crazy. Yeah, I haven't had any.
I didn't know it was a date.
Yeah. We went to the gym.
No, she texted me. She's like, "You want to go to
Protein
Applebee's?"
shake.
I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, yeah, let's go."
It's funny.
And yeah,
And that was a date, and that was the way she asked you out.
yeah. And
Huh.
then and we laughed, had fun, and then on the way out, she was like kind of walking next to me. I was like, "All right, well, hell, I'll see you later." I walked to my car, and it was because we have
So you missed.
we had hung out socially before, in groups.
Yeah.
And she never like flirted with me or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
And
Of course you
so
missed the signs. You weren't looking for them.
yeah, exactly. Like and then like a month later, we were all a big group of us were going out, and they were like, "Sabrina, have you been dating?" She's like, "Well, me and Corbin went on a date the other day." I was like,
We did.
"Huh? What was that?"
Why'd you say that?
I mean, she was hot. I was like, I wish you would have told me.
You want to try again?
Yeah, I tried. She was like, "Nah, I'm okay."
Oh man, what a bummer.
But she wanted to then.
Yeah, what happened?
I think she started. She was at that time. I think she said.
Or maybe it was just like a bad date.
I think she kind of became smitten with someone at church or something.
Okay.
And I didn't have the best reputation.
That's really funny that happened.
Yeah.
Because if you would have called her, if those situations would have been flipped, and you would have called her and be like, "Hey, you want to go to Applebee's?" Everybody would have already known it was a date.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure, without a doubt. But she's like one of these strong, independent women. So I guess I don't know.
Your PC.
I'm gonna put this one on her. Most of the time it's me. But anyway,
Men are stupid. Can you tell me what you want?
you've done a cycle of Winstrol. Is that what you did?
No.
Winstrol?
No.
What'd you do?
I don't even remember what it was
Or
called. It
Shrek
was
Big
something
floppy
with a
boys.
D.
A D.
Dim.
Demerol?
No, that's not.
I don't know.
Demerol.
Is that what Michael Jackson died with?
Demerol's.
I think it is.
I don't know.
Let's look it up.
But anyway, it was cool. Still didn't play. I still was too much of a head case to be good.
Demerol.
There's a Y in there somewhere, huh?
Demerol, narcotic. Use treats. Oh my God, I'm gonna nail this.
Yeah, that is what he died from.
NJ, death, drug. Profanol. Damn it.
Man,
God.
you were close.
Well, who's died of Demerol?
You think it's gonna be on the Wikipedia page?
Oh, for sure.
Death's by.
Dude, you don't go on Wikipedia like wormholes?
No, I'm not on college. I'm not in college anymore. I don't need to go on Wikipedia.
Oh, I do all the time, man. Now I've gotten into this CIA. It's
you
called,
just sit
It's
and
called Wiki Spooks.
You just sit and you just go through Wikipedia all day.
Pretty much. Like today, I learned that LBJ was part of this gigantic. Well, let's look it up here.
How long do you spend doing this on a daily? Like, how long do you spend on Wikipedia a day?
I don't know. I mean, not very much.
Like, when are you doing it?
What do you mean?
Like, when are you getting on Wikipedia? Like, is it
Like late at
between-
night when I'm bored.
Oh, okay. So like,
Like,
you're
or
sitting
going to
there-
the bathroom.
I gotcha.
bored at work.
It's your reading material.
Yeah. This is like I said. Like I get bored with the news, dude. The news is the same old story.
Well, I don't watch the news.
Like today, I learned that Obama survived an attempted military coup.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean that's
Obama.
Obama. And then the other day I learned that on January 6th, that whole thing that went down, that was not our first coup attempt. We've had like 12 actual coup attempts.
When was the other most recent?
Let's look here.
Also, don't be concerned, but Corbin's print on his phone is full Hebrew,
Okay.
so...
Okay, this is obviously just Wikipedia. Like, oh man, what did I do here?
I was just doing that
I
joke.
know. Okay. Examples. Coup d'etat.
What a great
The
word.
business plot by Gerald McGuire, military takeover of the U.S. by the Money Trust, never enacted due to character of the man they ill-advised choosing to head it, Smedley Butler, who foiled the plot.
What? That sounds like a novel. A butler? What?
A butler? His name's Smedley Butler. That's
Oh,
just his
I
name.
thought Smedley was the adjective and Butler was...
The Watergate coup, all that shit with
Oh,
Nixon and all
okay.
that was a coup.
Oh, okay, so those are considered coups as well then. Okay.
But no, what we know, what the public knows as the, Watergate happened. It was just Nixon doing this under the surface in deep state politics, all this shit. Military coups.
Oh, so these are like theories.
No, they're not theories.
Okay.
No, it's just
I don't know anything about the deep state.
This is. Well, the deep state, everybody, it's all this nonchalant. It's just the people you don't hear about.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's the people like the CIA. Like who's the head of the CIA? Exactly, you have no clue. So that's
Is
part
that
of
the deep state? The CIA?
yeah.
Deep
That's
state?
because they're not publicized. Nobody hears that they're not
Okay.
elected.
Okay.
Any of that shit. That's just
Okay.
all this type of bullshit.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, which I know like people like. Deep state and they wear tinfoil hats. It's just what it's called.
Yeah, I've never cared enough to look any of that shit.
I don't care about it. I just find
No, I know,
I just
yeah.
find it interesting. Like LBJ, he is most attributed to leading the charge to assassinate Kennedy, and I think it's pretty widely felt and known that the CIA assassinated Kennedy at this point.
I can't wait till there is a way. I just can't wait till there's time travel. I can't wait till that whole thing gets tracked, and then we can just.
So I heard
find
the
these
best
things
theory
out for
about time
ourselves.
travel. Because some people are like, if time travel can happen, how come people in the future just don't come back to now and show us? And so, so
That's a good question.
this theory, and I think kind of solves time travel, but of course, like time travel doesn't exist that we know of. Time travel can only happen at the point of time travel being figured out.
Because
So, like, say tomorrow they figure out time travel, like, in today's world. The moment they can, like, they plug it in, the whole world will change, because then people have been traveling back.
Whoa!
Isn't that trippy?
Whoa!
Yeah!
Just imagine being that guy, being like,
Yeah, and, like, as soon as you plug in, the world's over. It's totally different. You don't know what's going to happen.
that's terrifying. All right, change my mind. I don't want time travel now.
It's kind of scary, right?
Whoa!
Because in our head, we think, like, one of just us going back to the time that we can, and not anything changing.
So is this a funny like movie idea? Of, like, just imagine two people sitting here like this, and then all of a sudden a dick comes out of the side of your face, or just some like crazy whatever, right? Like just dick starts swimming through the air, just crazy shit started happening, and you're like, what is
What the
going
fuck, man?
on?
Exactly.
Because
but we would have the knowledge of it, because we've already gone back in time to educate ourselves. So the instant time travel,
man.
the instant time
Whoa.
travel is invented, everybody will be physically, emotionally, psychologically, sociology, everything will be different. Intellectually will be different.
What if it's already happened?
It could have. It very possibly could have. but also I don't think it has because we don't.
We don't know the head of the CIA. Why would we
But we would know about time travel.
We know about it, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I guess.
Makes more and more sense.
Although it's definitely possible that a government, like obviously I'm a big believer like.
That the MIB are real and we've all been brainwashed.
No.
Oh.
That all these like secret wars are happening constantly, and people are like, the shit that you see like.
The Illuminati.
No, not the Illuminati. I'm just saying like, I think we're on the brink of destruction way more often than anybody wants to.
Oh, for
admit.
sure.
Yeah.
I think that too. I asked that
like I
question all
told
the
you
time.
last night, my theory about the Middle East is just every superpower. That's just their playground.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pissed at you. We only know how to settle this with a fight, so
We're gonna go
my
do that,
guys in India are gonna fight your guys in Bangladesh.
We're gonna meet. Yeah.
And whoever wins that scuffle, buddy, that's the winner.
Is that the Middle East?
I don't know.
India?
No, it's Asia. But so is the Middle East.
Okay, so
But you see what
yeah.
the point I'm getting.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I ask that question to people all the time. Is like, how many times do you think that we've been this close to it all being over?
Oh, I think it probably happens constantly.
And it's just like, whew, thank God. Like,
Especially because of like these secret wars. Because like it's been proven that Vietnam was started because of secret wars in Cambodia over the heroin trade, and so I mean that's a fact. That's not even like a weird conspiracy. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
And so I mean that they weren't like, oh, that was just that one.
Yeah.
They're just constant. There's too much conflict happening in the world. For
it's all made
and we're
up.
too connected. Does that make sense?
We're too connected to not
to
not know about something that's going on somewhere.
But I mean,
sometime.
also like, what's going on in Africa? Like, how the fuck?
I heard the rains down there are pretty nice.
I love that song.
I do too. Just that one part. I don't know any of the other songs.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to it. I just listen to it when it's on movies, and I'm like, man, I like this song.
Never been.
To Africa?
Mm-mm.
Me either.
I think it's funny their language is African.
They can.
With it like 2 Ks.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you not seen that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
I mean,
all
probably
Africans,
at some point in time I've seen it, but did not.
Or maybe that's a country, African, because it's like Africa, KKANS.
Imagine being like a little kid growing up in one of those, and they're like, your parents are like,
Mm-hmm.
what is our name? We are Africans, not Africans. You have to hear
bitch.
that. You have to hear that growing up your whole life.
It's like, God, mom's on one again. Did you know that there's a country in Africa that has like a super white name?
Greg.
No, but it's like West Virginia. You know what I mean?
That's so funny.
It's like Morgan's.
Some guy probably just moved there.
Well, I'm about
Georgetown?
to say, but it's something like that. So when slavery ended, our country did say, hey, if you want to go there, we'll take you there.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say you can have this land, and so they went there, and it's all just black people just talk like Americans. They just speak English because they weren't.
Yeah.
This is 300 years later.
Yeah.
They weren't African. They're Americans at that point,
And they bring them back.
And so now you go there and like it's the only country in Africa where English is the official language.
I want to go there. I want to see what that place is like. I want to see what the vibe is like there.
I mean, of course now it's changed.
You think they're like, whew, missed a lot of the racism.
Yeah, probably.
We made the right choice.
Although, I mean, there's still racism there.
Well, yeah, and probably other things. But I'm
I
just
found
like,
out on it. Oh, by the way, the old Shane Gillis President's Pot. They've released all 4 parts.
Of the
Yeah.
with Louis.
Yeah, and I found out Sally Hemings' daughter with Thomas Jefferson was white.
Yeah, they were talking about that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's an
Because there's a lot of there was so much mixing going on.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm just saying I did not know she was a white-looking slave.
Mm.
Yeah, which is problematic.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that
Shouldn't have
slavery.
It's a bad thing.
Might have an issue here.
Might have a problem. Might
be a little something.
Oh man, that was actually what I had. I had to write so many papers. They had some of the only deep dive focuses in college
Mm-hmm.
were on the slave trade.
Yeah.
in like the history courses. So you can either the choices for me to like for my like my senior year history
Thesis
stuff.
and all that.
Well, not my I get to pick my thesis,
Oh, okay.
which was a dope ass. Oh shit!
What? What's happening?
I was like leaning on this button and it was just going,
Yeah.
and it's so hot. Hold on,
Is
no,
it?
it's like melt. Golly!
Oh, buddy.
So stupid.
Oh, I can smell it. Take a rip of it.
Oh, dude, I might have fucked this up. I just bought this.
It's probably dead. Man, that's the only weed we have to.
That's why you can't have. That's why I can't have anything nice.
No, Jesus. That's what happens when you start supporting slavery, Harrison.
What the fuck?
You're the one doing it, not me.
First off, I don't understand where you got to that. This is gonna ruin this.
Nah, you're alright. Is it leaked?
Well, it heated up and
You're
spilled
fine,
out,
it's
and it's gonna cool down and. God damn it!
Well, it's almost summer. Dude, it's gonna be 90 next week. You don't need a goddamn jacket.
I'm more pissed about the weed. All right.
Well, maybe.
Back to what we were saying. I don't care anymore. New topic.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of like that topic.
It got super fucking hot. Golly. Okay. But I had to write a lot. The one I ended up going with was the slave trade and the specific region where called Black Rice.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was basically the connection between the soil types in that part of Africa and the part of West Virginia,
Mhm.
and how it was conducive to the crops that were grown and everything. And it was like,
Because of Pangea.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, legit.
No,
that's
yeah,
just
exactly.
the
That's
same
the
sort-
exact.
like,
Yep.
People don't realize that
Yep.
sometimes. It's like some of Africa is very, very fertile farmland.
Yeah. And so for me, I hated, like, it was, since it was a Southern Baptist school, like, you could tell that a lot of the shit was pointed to not make it look as bad as it was.
Yeah.
And so for me, the angle that I took on it was that
Mhm.
without the people coming over from Africa, the economy basically not just wouldn't have had the manpower, but wouldn't have had the intellect and because the things that they were used to growing and the things that they
Yeah.
were it weren't.
No, I mean
they couldn't make work.
That's
And
why.
so-
I mean, the whole thing is just like people pretend like there's no cause and effect of any of it. You know what I mean? Just it's all this or that.
Yeah.
Which in reality, it's like, oh, the whole world we have changes just by that one little thing.
And it's terrible. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing too. It's like when you look back through
I mean,
the
this
history
country's
of humanity.
truthfully built on the backs of slaves, not just
Yes.
black slaves, but Asians and
Yeah.
Irish and everybody.
The native settlers,
Yeah.
the native settlers didn't work out because they were just like, we know this place, dumbass. We're just we're getting out of here.
I'm not gonna lie, I have zero sympathy for the Native Americans.
Whoa, we're gonna move on from this topic.
Yeah.
We done.
Zero sympathy.
We're not gonna go down this path.
I'm a Native American.
Is it Paulie? You just heard
No,
him
it's
talking
definitely
about?
not. I hate him so
Who's he
much.
looking for?
Fuck if I know, fuck if I care. It's
I
like
took a hit of that thing,
mhm.
and now it's stuck.
It's stuck in the back of your throat.
Yeah, because it was just like bubbly, and so it just
Boot.
Uh,
Obviously, that bit is now ruined.
yeah.
Uh,
So, but
well, I don't hate Native Americans.
yeah, that was a really awkward time for
well,
that to happen. Because that
like
it just seems like you do. No.
I don't feel bad for him because it's like it's
well,
just that's
Tom, I thought you were talking about Thomas.
No,
I'm not.
no.
I'm not touching the name.
no. I'll say my piece here. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not.
No, next subject is what.
Oh, okay.
whatever
Next
you were
subject.
gonna
My
say.
what I did actually write my senior thesis paper on, my final thesis paper, was the correlation between baseball and Cuba and how when-
that's a good one.
and how the players who had like Aroldis Chapman and all the guys who had to like come over
That's what
aggressively.
his wife.
Oh yeah, it was real bad. He's
Yeah.
not a great guy.
No.
But all the people who had to come
He
over.
can close the game though.
Yeah. And how
I think he's got two.
he's got
He's got one with the Cubbies and one with the Yanks. I think.
the Yanks haven't won one recently. I don't think.
I thought they had a run there.
I don't think the Yankees.
Go ahead and
But anyway, and how Cuban baseball before players started defecting was the most dominant baseball team in like the global stage.
Oh, no, just the Cubs.
As far as Olympics and the Pan Series games and all that shit. But then after players started defecting, Cuba didn't allow players back into the country. And so the national teams were just garbage because they're like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and play on this team when I see guys over there making millions.
Right.
And then once the trade embargo was lifted was when I started doing this paper. And so my whole thing was, how is this going to affect the relationship, and will players have to defect now?
Yeah.
Or will players be able to move freely back and forth to the national team and still, which I can't even remember. I can't remember the last World Baseball Classic. I can't remember.
I just don't
Cuban
even care for that.
Hey, I do now. Team USA is back, and they are fucking on top again. It was such a good series.
It never got me excited.
Well, it sucked before this last year, this last time, because before this the big name players didn't play. They just didn't want to.
Yeah.
And this past time, I mean, it was fucking Stanton. It was
Trout.
No, he's playing this next one because of all the guys that did play. All the guys that did. It was like Adam Jones. And
Well, I think baseball's big problem is they don't excel in where NFL and NBA does in having stars.
They don't market them. I
They
mean,
don't
Mike Trout is
market
one of the best players
in history.
and he's on the downward. He's starting to be on the downward slope. If he gets hurt this
never
career,
left Anaheim.
if he gets hurt this career, he is done for. He's on the back end of his career.
Well,
And he's in Anaheim.
He's what, 32?
30, 31, something like that, in that age.
Okay.
And he's probably already played his best seasons. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
And nobody
saw it.
I will say this, Shohei Ohtani is bringing a lot of attention.
Oh, he's only 30.
Yeah. Shohei's bringing a lot of attention to the game, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because that's awesome to have a guy do that again.
But this problem is like Anaheim just sucks.
They're all right.
Yeah, but their front office sucks.
Yeah.
They try to do zero with the team.
Yeah. I will say
they're very much like, hey, we're gonna put a team out there and whatever happens, that's
making the move of getting Noah Syndergaard this offseason was big.
Yeah.
So you're right, but I think that it makes baseball fun again. And Padres are trying something with Tatis. They're trying to market this guy in weird ways. You see his walk up where it was the real sexual TikTok thing.
Yeah.
So they're trying to do these things.
Yeah.
But you're right. They can't. They're not doing it the way.
Yeah.
Because they're on billboards. The MLB isn't putting up just billboards of these guys.
No,
they're not putting
but
up
they
fucking-
need to be.
Yes, exactly.
The problem with baseball is they're still trying to market teams.
Yep.
And the team game is over.
Nobody gives a fuck.
We are about stars.
Yeah.
And it's like, you gotta have, like Arenado. Nolan Arenado should be on every fucking late night show.
Yes.
He should be, like, he's a good looking,
MLB's gotta push
talented
him.
all-star.
Yep.
On a big, huge market team like the Cardinals.
TV shows.
Motherfuckers should be blowing up Instagram all the time. You
Yep.
should be doing,
And they're not.
yeah.
And they don't do it. It's yeah.
I think because they have the biggest contracts,
Yeah.
and there's no, like, why does Mike Trout makes $32 million a year? Why does he want to fucking play with Instagram?
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like, who actually gave a fuck about the Bucks before Tom Brady went there? Nobody. Not even Bucks fans gave a fuck about the Bucks.
The Bucks had a
Ever
little
since
bit
Mike
of following.
Allstott left, nobody
Yeah.
gave a shit.
Bucks had a following.
Yeah,
That had a
Gruden
day in
and-
the sun.
But yeah,
Old Tommy.
football even pushes, or the NFL even pushes coaches. They're pushing the personality of coaches.
Exactly. Well, yeah, because, like, it's Andy Reid's team.
Yeah.
It's Belichick's
It's
team.
Belichick versus Reid.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about Mike Matheny versus
No.
like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm ashamed to say this. I had to look up who our manager was. The Cardinals manager.
I still can't remember his name. I keep forgetting.
No, he's like
What's
a
his name?
younger Mexican guy.
I forget, but I will say I like what he said about Arenado when they threw at Arenado.
Don't even know what he said.
They threw at Arenado, and they asked fucking the Mets manager beforehand. I forget his name. They asked him, what do you think about players? That happened, and he goes, well, I've got control of my guys.
Mhm.
When our guy got hit, he went to first. You saw it.
Yeah.
And then they asked Cardinals manager the same question, and he goes, hey, that man, this is his job. He's got a family to take care of. This is his livelihood. I completely support what he did because you're playing with his livelihood. And it's like, good fucking
I like
answer.
that. I like that.
You have to. You got to back your stars.
Yeah. I'm for it.
Yeah, it's
Definitely for it.
It's crazy when you see things like that Yerman Mercedes guy last year, catcher, beginning of the year, tearing it up with the White Sox, and then the coach seems to lose faith in him. I hate La Russa now for this. La Russa fucked that dude.
Dude, La Russa's problem is he's old.
Dude, he's so
He's
out of
old,
touch.
and
He's out of touch with the game.
I don't know if he's out of touch with the game because the game hasn't changed that much.
He yelled at his
But
player. Sorry.
He's just out of touch with culture and all this type of shit.
Yeah, him and those City Connect jerseys where it says Chi-Town on it, and he's just standing there. It looks so fucking ridiculous.
He came up with the White Sox though.
I loved him as a Cardinal. I loved him.
Oh my god.
But now it pains me to see the old curmudgeon man he's become.
Yeah. Well, the problem is when you're that age, when he came from Oakland to the Cardinals, he was young enough where it's like, okay, I got to play ball a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not just guaranteed my job.
Yeah.
And then you get curmudgeonly. You win a couple rings. You win a few pennants.
Yeah.
You call it a career, and then you're like, I think I can do this again, and you want to be that same guy.
Which, with a team where he should be able to. I mean, the White Sox are young studs.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a good fit there.
Anyway. The problem is he was out of the game in the time where they were kind of too young.
Mm-hmm.
And all that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they're like, I mean, obviously they know who he is, but
they don't have the respect for him.
There's not the awe.
The game is so much different for him now, though, because his great thing was he was a chess player. He knew how to play the matchups with pitchers. He'd have a guy come in and face one batter, and you just can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, when he was coaching, the Cardinals, I was just like, I mean, it would be for one pitch sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're bringing Ray King in for one pitch.
Oh,
It's
Jesus
2005.
fucking Ray King. And then that lefty with the glove that would strap on.
Yeah.
What was that motherfucker's name? I hated that guy.
Stalamachi?
Something
like that.
something like that. And then old Pat fucking Neshak's bitch ass.
And I remember the guy who was blind. He couldn't see.
They all looked like they couldn't see.
But he threw like 100. And I remember in an interview, he's like, yeah, I can.
Bob Gibson.
No. This is like 2006.
I was gonna say Bob
2008.
Gibson said he was like that's why he was squinting.
Yeah, well, this guy's like, he's like, I can see the catcher down there. He's like, I don't really know what signs he's throwing up. And he's like, I just kind of look for the brown spot where his glove is.
That's so funny.
And he's like, I just rear back and fucking fire.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a completely different game now. Pitchers have to pitch to 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, there's a DH universally
There's a
now.
clock.
So there's no all he does is fill the lineup card
I
out.
hate the universal DH.
I hate it. It's the last piece that the manager really had to deal with. Is like, do I let the pitcher go? Do I pinch hit somebody? Do I play the fucking? And it just sucks because now the manager just fills the lineup card out and they don't even do that.
He's
half the
like,
time.
oh yeah, put the shift on. Yeah.
It sucks, man.
Well, fuck, we really didn't do any comedy talk this.
We didn't. And all I can think about is that I still have that taste in my mouth. I'm so pissed about this kid.
You got some dates though?
Hey.
Hey, let's announce that.
Oh man,
buddy,
it's
we
happening.
are going on the road. Size
We're
Kings
doing
on
it.
the road.
Coming to you if you're in one of 4 cities.
All right, I'm gonna read off a shit ton of dates. Whoop whoop. And the dates that Harrison are on.
Oh, okay, you have my dates too. I was gonna grab my phone for that.
Yeah. Well, here, do you have them?
On
And
my
do you
phone.
want to just say I'll be there too? When I
Just
read
tell
one?
me you'll be out. What shows I'll be.
All right. Well, this weekend I'm at the Blue Room here, but this will probably come out. Yeah. Anyways, the 10th, I'm in Fort Smith, Arkansas, with Josh Wingo. May 13th, Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'm headlining. First time ever headlining. I'd love to see Fayetteville people there.
Woohoo!
Harrison Broadstreet's featuring for me.
Heyo!
Hey, woo-hoo. Then we take 12 days off, and which isn't actual 12 days. We'll have to stop. But then Denver, May. Oops. Okay, I'm a retard. Here we go. Now I see what's up. May 25th, Denver at Waldeshank Ciders, me and Harrison. The 27th, 28th, I will be at the Denver Comedy Lounge doing a long set at the end of each show. Maybe Harrison will sneak on a show.
Ooh.
The 29th, we are in Colorado Springs. Harrison and I. I didn't have that on my damn thing here. Alright. Yeah, sorry, I'm reading these so slow.
It's great, man.
Colorado Springs, May 29th. Me and Harrison will be there. Huntsville, Alabama with Mark Norman. June 2nd through the 4th. Remember what I told you
Hey,
last
shut
night?
up. Stop doing this to me.
And then the Harrison and Corbin show starts. Atlanta, June 7th. Cleveland, June 9th. Cincinnati, June 11th. Columbus, June 13th. Doing Don't Tell. The Cellar, Springfield,
Bam.
June 24th.
Bam.
Then I'll be at the Vanguard, Tulsa, July 1st.
Ooh.
And honestly, probably try to do some Oklahoma shows that weekend. Maybe bring Numbnuts.
Hey.
Anything else you want to pump?
No, not really.
Alrighty.
Just excited to do some fucking yuck 'em ups on the road.
Come say us. Come
Hey, look out for the bus.
Have
It's coming
some fun.
soon. We've talked about it. It's coming soon. It's fucking coming soon.
Maybe we'll do a pod on the bus. We'll definitely do pods on the road.
Yes, we
We'll be
will.
so over each other. It's gonna be great.
No,
All right, buddy.
No way.
Size King. Size King.